I forgot to start recording for the first one. So if you have taken the screenshot, well enough, take the screenshot for this also. Okay. Third one. Question is, find two positive numbers in the ratio 2:5 such that the difference is 15. The two numbers are in the ratio 2:5. They can be taken as 2x and 5x, right? Let the two positive numbers be 2x and 5x, right? Such that the difference is 15. Now, what do you mean by difference? That means greater minus smaller. That is what a difference means, right? Sometimes it is smaller minus greater also, but what is the difference given here? The difference is positive. That means it has to be greater minus smaller. Okay. So, which one is the greater number? Which one is the greater number? 5x or 2x?
5x.
5x is the greater number. So,
The
greater
5x.
number minus smaller number must be equal to 15. Solve this equation. You will get x is equal to 5. So that you will get the two numbers as 6 and 25. Okay. 10 and 25. Sorry. No, 6 and 15. 3 into, you'll get this as 5. So you get
So 10
10.
and
Yes, 10 and 25.
10 and 25.
You'll get 10 and 25. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. This is an age problem here. Ritu is 4 times as old as her brother Raju. So the present age they are talking about. Ritu is, that means the present age of Ritu. Ritu is 4 times as old as her brother Raju. Okay. So I say because Ritu is 4 times as old as her brother Raju, I say let Raju's age be X. Present age, let's say. Okay. Therefore, Ritu's age, she is how much? 4 times as old as her brother. That means 4 into X. Right? Next, in 4 years' time, her age will be twice of Raju's age. That means after 4 years, how much will be Raju's age? Is equal to X plus 4. After 4 years, Ritu's age will be 4x plus 4. Okay. Now, what is the relation between the ages given after 4 years? In 4 years' time, her age, that means Ritu's age, will be twice of Raju's age. That means after 4 years, Ritu's age is twice Raju's age. That is after 4 years. Okay. And what is Ritu's age after 4 years? It is 4x plus 4 is equal to twice. How much is Raju's age after 4 years? X plus 4. So you're getting an equation in X. Now you can solve this equation easily to get the value of X. And if you see the question is, what are their present ages? Whatever value of X that you get, let me see how much I'll get here. You'll get 4 by 2. You'll get X is equal to 2 here. Okay. So Raju's age will be 2 years. Raju's present age will be 2 years. And if you put X is equal to 2 here, you'll get 8. So Ritu's present age will be 8 years. Okay. See the question, it is not sufficient only to find X. You have to find out their present ages. Okay. That's it. Next, number 5. A local bus is carrying 40 passengers, some of which with 5 rupees tickets and the remaining with 7.5 rupees tickets. If the local receipts, if the total receipts, okay, total receipt, that means total money that is obtained from the passengers is 230, find the number of passengers with 5 rupee tickets. If I say let the number of passengers with 5 rupees tickets be X. Therefore, number of passengers, there are total of how many passengers in the bus? 40. So number of passengers with 7.5 rupees tickets will be how much?
40 minus X.
40 minus X, right? So now if X passengers have rupees 5 tickets, so how much money is obtained from passengers with 5 rupee tickets? Money obtained from passengers, from X passengers. X passengers have 5 rupees tickets, right? So what is the money obtained from X passengers? X into 5, right? Second, money obtained from 40 minus X passengers. What ticket do they have? 40 minus X passengers? They have 7.5 rupees tickets. So what is the money obtained from them? 40 minus X into 7.5, which is, you can write this as 7.5 into 40 minus X. Okay. So what is the total money obtained? Total, let's say total receipts is equal to 40 minus X plus 7.5. Sorry, this is 5X, not 40 minus. This receipt first from passengers, what is the money obtained from passengers with rupees 5 tickets? 5X. And the money obtained from passengers with 7.5 rupees tickets is 7.5 into 4 minus X. So this is the total money that is obtained. Okay, so let's simplify this a little. We get 5X plus 7.5 into 40 will be how much? Let's write 7.5
Sir,
into
this
40.
230 rupees, sir.
Yes. How will you work out 7.5 into 40? 7.5. 40 can be written as 10 into 4, right?
So 300.
Now, if you multiply 7.5 with 10, you simply get 75, right? Into 4 minus 7.5x. Okay, you also have 5x minus 7.5x. So this becomes minus 2.5x, right? And 75 into 4 is 230. 3, no, not 230. It should be 330.
So how 2.5x came from
5x
5x?
minus 7.5x. Okay.
Oh, so okay, sir.
So according to a problem, you have minus 2.5x plus 330
Sir,
must be equal to what is the
That would
total?
be 300.
sir, 300, sir.
230.
That is 300, not 330.
Sir, it should be 300.
Okay, 300. Okay, so this should be your equation. Solve this to find out x, and then the question, if you see, find the number of passengers with rupees 5 tickets. So the value of x will only give you the number of passengers with rupees 5 tickets. Okay. Let's see number 6. if each side of a triangle is increased by 4 centimeter, the ratio of the perimeter of the new triangle and the given triangle is 7:5. Let's say the given triangle is this, and let's say the new triangle is this. Okay, given triangle, and this is your new triangle. Okay, if each side of a triangle is increased by 4 centimeter, the ratio of the perimeters of the new triangle and the given triangle is 7.7:5. Find the perimeter of the given triangle. So I say, let the perimeter of the given triangle be x. Let the perimeter of the given triangle. Now we don't know whether a triangle is equilateral, scalene, or isosceles. Okay, so I cannot say anything about their sides. I'm still working with the perimeter. So let the perimeter of the given triangle be x. Okay. Now, if each side of the triangle is increased by 4 centimeter, I mean the perimeter of this triangle, let's say, is x. That is sum of the sides, right? What should be the perimeter of this triangle?
Sir, x plus 4.
Why x plus 4? Each side is increased. So whatever was this length,
Oh,
let's
sorry, sir.
this
X
length is
plus
increased
2x,
by
sir.
4. This length is increased by 4. This length is increased by 4. So that means what perimeter of the new triangle is how much? Perimeter of the given triangle? Right? And because each side is being increased by 4, you add 4 3 times, right? Right or wrong?
Yes,
This
sir.
side is
Right,
A,
sir.
this side is B, this side is C. This side becomes A plus 4, this side becomes B plus 4, this side becomes C plus 3, right? So this is the perimeter of the new triangle. Perimeter of the given triangle is x plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. This becomes x plus 12. This is the perimeter of the new triangle. And what is given here? The ratio of the perimeter of the new triangle and the given triangle is 7:5. So according to a problem, ratio of the perimeters of the new triangle. Remember, see, new triangle is first and then the given triangle. Okay, so perimeter of new triangle. Whenever ratios are given, you must be very careful. Perimeter of the new triangle is to perimeter of the given triangle. Must be equal to 7:5. Why have I written perimeter of the new triangle is to perimeter of the given triangle and not perimeter of the given triangle is to the perimeter of the new triangle?
So because the perimeter of the new triangle is larger, is
No, because it
bigger.
is statement is given. See, statement. That is why I told you be very careful with the statement. Ratio of the perimeters of the new triangle and the given triangle. So new triangle is first, or a given triangle is later. So new triangle is to given triangle, and not given triangle is to new triangle. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means the perimeter of the new triangle we have found as x plus 12 is to perimeter of the given triangle was x is equal to 7:5. So that means we get x plus 12 by x is equal to 7/5. Convert the ratios to fractions. And now you can easily solve this equation to get the value of x. Okay. What is the question here? Find the perimeter of the given triangle. You have to find out x only. You don't have to find out any other thing. Okay. So that's it. Okay. Number 7. The length of a rectangle is 5 centimeter less than twice its breadth. What does this mean? Length of a rectangle is 5 centimeter twice its breadth. If I take the breadth as x, that means the length will be 5 centimeter less than 2x, right? That means 2x minus 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, if you read the next statement, it says if the length is decreased by 3 centimeters and a breadth is increased by 2 centimeters, the perimeter of the resulting rectangle is 72 centimeters. Find the area of the original rectangle, of the first rectangle. Okay, so you have original rectangle and the new rectangle. Okay. I start by saying, let the breadth of the original rectangle be x. Okay. Therefore, length of the original rectangle it is given that the length of the rectangle is 2 centimeter less than twice its breadth. That means 2x minus 5. That is the length. Okay. Fine. If now next statement is if the length is decreased by 3 centimeters. Okay. If the length is decreased by 3 centimeters and the breadth is increased by 2 centimeters. So length of the new rectangle. Length is decreased by how much? 3 centimeters. So length of the original rectangle was 2x minus 5, right? And length decreased by 3 centimeters. That's it. I get 2x minus 5 minus 3, which is 2x minus 8. This is the new length, right? Let's say that this rectangle has length 2x minus 8. This rectangle, what was the length here? 2x minus 5. And the breadth we have taken as x. Okay. So breadth of the original new rectangle. Breadth is,
Sir, 2x minus 8 is the length.
yes, 2x minus 8 is the length.
Okay,
Breadth
sir.
of the new rectangle. Because see what is given here in the statement. Length is decreased by 3 centimeter. What was the original length? 2x minus 5. And from this I
Yes.
decrease 3 centimeters. So it becomes 2x minus 8. Breadth of
Yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
new rectangle. Now breadth is increased by 2 centimeter. Original breadth was how much? X. So breadth I increase by 2 centimeters. So this is the new breadth, right? Now according to the question, the perimeter of the resulting triangle is 72 centimeters. So let's first find perimeter in terms of x. Therefore, perimeter of the new rectangle. Twice length plus breadth, right?
So, sir, how did you get the breadth?
The breadth is increased by 2 centimeters. Read this line. The breadth is increased by 2 centimeters. What was the original breadth? X. So I increased it by 2 centimeters. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So twice. Length here is how much? 2x minus 8. So write 2x minus 8. And breadth here is x plus 2. Twice you have 2x minus 8 plus x plus 2, which is equal to twice 3x minus 6. Okay. This is the new perimeter of the new rectangle. And what is the perimeter of the new rectangle given here, or the resulting rectangle given here? 72 centimeters. So that means this must be equal to 72. Now you can solve this equation and get the value of x. The question here is find the area of the original rectangle. Okay, they have asked you the area. So what you will do is you will find out x from here, and you can find out the length of the original rectangle by putting the value of x here, right? You can find out the breadth of the rectangle is x. So you multiply these two after putting the value of x and you'll get the area. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last problem. Number 8. This is your downstream upstream kind of problem. Question is, a streamer travels 90 kilometers downstream in the same time as it takes to travel 60 kilometers upstream. So the time taken to travel 90 kilometers downstream, that means with the flow, is the same as the time taken to travel 60 kilometers against the flow upstream. Okay.
Sir, your voice is cracking very much.
Okay. A streamer travels 90 kilometers downstream in the same time as it takes to travel 60 kilometers upstream. Am I clear now? Is the voice clearer?
No, sir.
No, sir. Now also.
No, sir, your voice is still cracking.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now.
sir.
Okay.
Better.
Okay. So a streamer travels 90 kilometers downstream in the same time as it takes 60 kilometers upstream. So the uh, time taken to travel with the flow is the same as the time taken to travel
Your voice.
against the flow. Okay. If the speed of the stream is 5 kilometers per hour, find the speed of the streamer in still water. So I say let the speed of the streamer in still water be x. Okay. So distance traveled is how much? Distance traveled downstream is how much? 90 kilometers, right? So distance traveled, let's say speed of the stream is how much? 5 kilometers per hour. So what is the speed downstream? Speed of the streamer downstream. What is the speed of the stream given here? 5 kilometers per hour. And the speed of the streamer in still water is x. So because downstream means with the flow, the speed will increase, right? This much
Sir,
kilometer, x plus 5 kilometers per hour, right? And what is the distance traveled downstream? Distance traveled downstream is 90 kilometers given. So what is the time taken downstream? Time taken by the streamer going downstream. What is the formula for time?
So the
Distance by
speed,
distance by speed.
the speed into distance.
No, that is the formula for distance. Here we are talking about the time. So time is distance by speed. 90 by x plus 5 hours, right? Now what is the speed of the streamer? Why are we calculating the time in this case? In the last case, we calculated the distance. Why are we calculating the time in this case? We are calculating the time because they have given you that streamer takes distance is different here. Streamer is traveling 90 kilometers and 60 kilometers here. In the last problem that we did, the distance was the same, right? But here the distances are different. Here, what is the same? Time is the
Sir,
same.
can't hear you.
Here,
So
time
your
is the
voice
same.
is cracking.
Understood? Here in the last problem, the distances between the ports were same. Okay, port 1 to port 2, distance will remain the same. But in this case, the distances are different. One distance is 90 kilometers, the other distance is 60 kilometers. Here, what is the same? The time is the same here, right? So that is why we are calculating the time. So speed of the streamer upstream is equal to, now upstream the speed will reduce by 5 kilometers per hour, right? So distance traveled upstream. Distance traveled upstream is 60 kilometers. So therefore, what is the time taken by the stream going upstream? Going upstream is equal to distance by speed. Distance here is 60 and time taken upstream is 60 by x, this is x minus 5, right? So now, because the time taken is the same, according to a problem, time taken downstream is equal to time taken upstream, right? Right? So
Yes, sir.
time taken downstream is 90 by x plus 5 and time taken upstream is, okay. So that will give you your equation here, and you solve this equation to get the value of x. And if you see the question here, find the speed of the streamer in still water. So what is the speed of the streamer in still water we have taken? We have taken it to be x. So you simply need to find x here from this equation. You find out x, and that will be the speed of the streamer in still water. This will be in hours. And the speed of the streamer that you will get, it will be how much? Will be in what terms? Will be in kilometers per hour. Okay, so don't forget to write the unit. Okay, so I'll stop here then.